Hello and welcome to your weekly update and Rockstar news. We have some free vehicles this week, but first a new livery is available. The Premier Half Camo livery for the Fister Extreme. For bonuses, we're getting 2 times for tow truck service salvage value, 2 times salvage yard vehicle salvaging speed, 2 times on the Hunting Pack Remix Adversary mode, 2 times on the Community Race series, 4 times for GTA Plus members, and 2 times on salvage yard daily income, 4 times for GTA Plus members. This all relates to the weekly challenge, which is to complete 2 salvage yard robberies for a bonus $100,000. The FIB Priority is the fine art file, and the salvage yard robberies are the podium robbery for a claimable Fist the Comet S2 Cabrio with LS Pounders vanity plates, and the gangbanger robbery for the claimable Lampadati Tygon with LS Panic vanity plates. Lastly, there is the McTony robbery for the non-claimable Obey Omnis EGT. Yes, you heard correctly, there does seem to be 2 claimable cars this week. The Premium Deluxe Showroom has the Vapid Blade, the Canis Seminole Frontier, the Vapid Riata, the Vapid Retinue, and the LCC Avaris. The Luxury Auto Showroom, on the other hand, has the Fister Extreme and the Vapid FMJ MKV. The Premium Test Ride is the Ubermax Sentinel XS, while the standard test rides are the Dundry Landstalker XL, Grossi GT 500, and the Dubachi 770. The LS Car Meet Prize Ride just requires you to place top 5 in the LS Car Meet series 3 days in a row, which will win you the Anis Remus. And if you were lucky enough to win the Lucky Wheel, you will receive the Pegasi Reaper. Discounts. We have 40% off the salvage yard properties along with their upgrades and modifications. We also have 30% off the Nagasaki Buzzard Attack Helicopter, the Buckingham Milgess, the Fister Astron, the Pegasi Tempesta, the Joe Built Phantom Custom, the Dinka Sugoi, the Declassy Mamba, and lastly the Lampadati Novak. The old man in the van is giving 40% off the railgun and 30% off the up and atomizer specifically for GTA Plus members. The premium race is Crossing Paths Lock to Sports Classic, the HSW time trial is Pacific Bluffs to Mount Gordo, and the standard time trial is Coast to Coast. Lastly, Rockstar is telling us that there is a new event starting next week that celebrates the very best jobs in the community series and the creators who make them. And now for rapid fire news. GTA 6 pre-orders may start within the next few weeks, as Rockstar has added 2 new title IDs to the GTA 6 page on the PlayStation Store. This is typically seen prior to companies making a public announcement, and in this case, it's speculated to be related to pre-orders. Of course, regardless of whether or not it is pre-orders, this still suggests that some exciting developments could be just around the corner. People have found a glitch on PlayStation to make it look like you have recently played GTA 6 by using the newly added GTA 6 title IDs. Of course, if you see on my account that I recently played GTA 6, that's because I have an early copy due to being a voice actor in the game. It has been over 300 days since Rockstar released GTA 6 Trailer 2. When are we going to get Trailer 3? A new GTA 6 leak has recently gone viral. However, it has since been debunked for several reasons. Most notably, the bridge depicted in the images does not exist in the game, and multiple fonts used in the supposed leak are inconsistent with official materials. A new mod for GTA 4 has been released that completely overhauls the roads by utilizing physically based rendering textures. It's been created to use alongside the RTX Remix mod, which adds path tracing for light to the game. If none of that made sense to you, basically the mod makes the game look even better. Rob Wiedoff, who is John Marston's voice actor, has finally finished his playthrough of Red Dead Redemption 1, and he couldn't hold back his tears as the credits rolled. While the story's end is emotionally impactful for everyone, I imagine it must be especially so when you voice the main character in the game. I expect to find this out firsthand when I finish GTA 6 in the future. GTA 6 is going to look even better, as PlayStation has announced a new image upscaling technology called PSSR2. Early comparisons between the original upscaler and its successor demonstrate a significant improvement in performance and visual quality. This doesn't work on all games by default, as the devs have to actually use it, but it is expected that it will be implemented in GTA 6. Unfortunately, current information suggests that PSSR2 will be exclusive to PlayStation 5 Pro models, as they are more geared for this technology compared to the original. A group of people using RexGlue tool, which allows people to compile Xbox 360 games to PC, have recently started porting Rockstar's Midnight Club Los Angeles. This is actually one of the few Rockstar titles I have not played, and I suspect many of you are the same. Take-Two Interactive has recently moved to block a company from trademarking the name Vice City Subs for a sandwich or restaurant business. The company is called DT Global Investment Holdings, so it doesn't sound like Take-Two is picking on some little guy, but I do hope that Take-Two plans to start selling Vice City sandwiches. Recent legal proceedings have revealed that Vice City Stories has sold more than 7 million copies. The last publicly recorded sales figure was 4.5 million units in 2008. These are certainly good numbers for a game that originally released on the PlayStation Portable in 2006. Last week, people debated whether Rockstar removing the cut lines from the Bury the Hatchet confrontation scene was ultimately the right decision. I honestly think it was a good choice, as most of the lines just restate what has already been said, just in a different way, or were entirely filler and didn't add anything to the scene. The lines about raising Jimmy were especially weird, even though I think the intention was to call back to the conversation on Buy the Book between Michael and Dave about Trevor raising Michael's family.
Or maybe when you're fucking dead, I'll raise your son as my own!
I hope you do. I hope he turns out just like you.
If we didn't control the situation and he'd unearthed this connection, then what?
Then Trevor flips out, beheads me, kills my family, or raises them as his own. I don't know which is worse.
Some of you suggested that the rapid fire news section was the main reason you clicked these videos. I was honestly happy to see this, as after the ending of my podcast and my leaving Twitter, this series has allowed me to keep up with relevant news and comment on it when I feel it's warranted. Lastly, I'd like to shout out episode 2 and 3 of my 100% Career Progress series. Last week finally saw the series continue after a long wait after episode 1. There should not be any such delays in the future, and I hope you guys are enjoying watching me suffer through it. So that's it for this week. Be sure to come back next week. I wish you all the best.